Dear friends and students, in the last period we have discussed about the figures of speech which are included in the poem Song of the Open Road, that is poem number 2.1. Dear friends, in the last period we have discussed about these figures of speech such as antithesis, paradox, then transferred epithet, and lastly we have seen a repetition. These figures of speech are included in the poem Song of the Open Road. All these figures of speech we have discussed in the 11th standard, but for the opening of new standard, these figures of speech, that is 12th standard, these figures of speech are also for 11th as well as for 12th. So revise this figure of speech. I have also given notes to you on the figure of speech. All the lectures I have given on the figures of speech in the last year. But today or in this year we are going to discuss these figures of speech, these figures of speech in the last period. Why? Because these figures of speech are also given sanction in our 12th, especially poem number 2.1, Song of the Open Road, written by Walt Whitman. In this poem also these figures of speech are given here, and these figures of speech are asked to you in the exam for 2 marks, and also these figures of speech are useful to you in the appreciation section. In appreciation section, these points are given to you in the exam. Suppose there is just a stanza given to you or passage given to you in the exam, then some of the questions are there, and the question is like this: by reading this poem, prepare an appreciation by using the following points. Points कोणते असतात तिथं? तर title of the poem, name of the poet, then central idea of the poem, then poetic devices which we have discussed in the last period, poetic devices, then your opinion about the poem. These points are given in the appreciation section. So these figures of speech are useful to you in the special for 2 marks and also in the appreciation section. So before going to start today's lecture, I would like to revise these figures of speech in short, which we have discussed in the last period. For example, we have discussed antithesis and paradox. Both of these figures of speech are depend on opposition. Then what is the difference? In antithesis, 2 opposite words are brought together for greater emphasis of the poem. See once more. Antithesis is a figure of speech in which 2 opposite words or 2 contrasting words are used or brought together for greater emphasis of the poem. 2 opposite words, if we found 2 opposite words in the sentence, then we call it antithesis. Antithesis. For example, see comes and goes. Comes and goes, opposite words. I have brought a black and white TV in my home. Black and white. The color of chalk is white and color of blackboard is black. Black and white. Opposite words. Then how to write answer? Antithesis. Name and explain. Question is like this. Name and explain. Name सांगा antithesis. आणि मग त्या लाइन मध्ये opposite words double dot करून comes and goes. Paradox, next figure of speech. Paradox is a figure of speech in which 2 opposite but not words, but 2 opposite ideas are brought together, though true. म्हणजे 2 परस्पर विरोधी विचार एकत्र आले की पॅराडॉक्स, 2 परस्पर विरोधी शब्द एकत्र आले की antithesis. Okay, then we have discussed in the last period about speech in which transferred means migration. Transferred means in Marathi sthalantar. And epithet means an adjective. That is in short, in this figure of speech, an adjective is transferred. That is epithet. Epithet is called as adjective. Epithet, that is adjective, is transferred from its proper position to another position. For example, adjective means Marathi visheshan. In this line, or see the example, he is a beautiful boy. Actually, beautiful is an adjective which is special for girl, but in this line, the use for boy, and he is a beautiful boy. Instead of handsome, the adjective beautiful is transferred there. He is a beautiful boy. How to write answer? Transferred epithet. An epithet in bracket adjective. Beautiful is transferred from girl to a boy. He is a beautiful boy. Line baga. He is a beautiful boy. The beautiful adjective. Adjective beautiful is transferred from girl to boy. Or next example, she is a handsome girl. Actually handsome हा adjective आहे तो ट्रान्सफर्ड केला कोणावरून handsome मुलासाठी असतो पण मुलावरून मुलीसाठी ट्रान्सफर्ड केला. She is a handsome girl. How to write answer? Transferred epithet, and epithet handsome is transferred from boy to girl. Next example, the pen is cruel. The pen, आपला हा जो पेन आहे तो cruel म्हणजे दुष्ट. Adjective cruel. पेन दुष्ट आहे का बरं? नाही. मग कोण दुष्ट असतं? पर्सन, माणूस. मग the pen is cruel. Cruel person वरून पेनवर ट्रान्सफर केला epithet adjective. मग how to write answer? बघा लाईन पुन्हा एकदा. The pen is cruel. How to write answer? Answer is written like this. Transferred epithet double dot and epithet put line cruel. And epithet cruel, singly noted for cruel, is transferred from person to pen like this. So we have discussed about transferred epithet. And last figure of speech we have studied in the last period, alliteration and repetition. Then what is the difference between alliteration and repetition? Alliteration is a figure of speech in which syllable, sound or letter in Marathi akshar ची पुनरावृत्ती. Alliteration is a figure of speech in which अनुप्रास अलंकार. Alliteration means अनुप्रास अलंकार Marathi. English मध्ये बघा. An alliteration is a figure of speech in which letter or sound रिपीट केलं जातं. अक्षराची पुनरावृत्ती. लेटर, साउंड और syllable. Syllable म्हणजे अक्षर. रिपीट. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण आम्हाला आनंद आहे. ओ रिपीट झालं अक्षर. पेटवले पाषाण पटरावरती शिवानी. प अक्षर रिपीट झालं. से यू आर सॉरी टू सी. से यू आर सॉरी टू सी. यस रिपीटेड झालं. अक्षर रिपीट असेल की alliteration. हाऊ टू राईट आन्सर? Alliteration double dot. Why alliteration? Name, identify. Alliteration double dot means explanation. Syllable yes, say sorry to see. Syllable yes is repeated pleasingly. That is the alliteration. And repetition. Lastly, we have seen repetition. Repetition is a figure of speech in which word or direct word, shabda, repeated. Direct word is repeated for greater emphasis of the poem. Emphasis means effect. अधिक प्रभावशाली कविता लाईन कडवं होण्यासाठी ते शब्द रिपीट केले जातात. कवितेला रिदम निर्माण होण्यासाठी इकडे तिकडे चोहीकडे आनंदी आनंदीकडे रिदम ताल. आणि मग जेव्हा डायरेक्ट वर्ड रिपीट होतो, शब्द रिपीट होतो, तेव्हा रिपिटेशन हा फिगर ऑफ स्पीच असतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, रेस्ट इन नेचर, गॉड ऑफ नेचर. नेचर, रेस्ट इन नेचर, नॉट गॉड ऑफ नेचर. नेचर शब्द डायरेक्ट रिपीट झाला, फिगर ऑफ स्पीच रिपिटिशन. So these figures of speech we have discussed in the last period, which are also included in this poem, Song of the Open Road. Which figure of speech we have discussed in the last and also today? Antithesis, paradox, alliteration, repetition, and transferred epithet. These figures of speech we have discussed in the last period, and today we have revised these figures of speech. And now we are going to study the next part, poem number 2.1, Song of the Open Road, written by Walt Whitman. And in this poem we are going to go forward by step on page number 93, section 2, poem 2.1. Name of the poem is Song of the Open Road, written by Walt Whitman. And in it we are going to discuss the first point that we are writing on blackboard on fourth point, icebreakers. 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 See the icebreakers and its points of aims, objectives. What are the aims and objectives of the poem? Aims and objectives of the poem. Here, road. Road, metaphoric word. Road, open road, metaphoric word. Road means journey, and here a metaphor used road for the journey of our life. Metaphor रूपक और रूपकात्मक पोएम आहे ही, आणि मेटाफोर एक फिगर ऑफ स्पीच आपल्याला डिस्कस करावं लागेल, कारण टायटल मध्येच रोड आहे. रोड म्हणजेच जर्नी ऑफ लाईफ. जर्नी ऑफ लाईफ, जीवनाचा प्रवास. द प्रॉब्लेम्स इन द लाईफ from birth to the end of the life, we have to face lot of problems, but a poet is here have a positive thinking. Poet Walt Whitman is a positive poet, and he thinks positively, do positively, and indirect message from this poem: be positive, all the students, for future. Problems are there, lot of problems are there. Life is full with problems, but it is our duty to overcome on these problems, because we don't cry, but we must fight to the problems, and by overcoming the problem we have to cross the road, that is we have to cross the journey of our life. This is the message from the poem Walt Whitman. Now see the points on page number 93. Icebreakers first. Choose the mode of travel that you would like the most for a journey. आता तुम्ही आम्ही ट्रॅव्हलिंगला निघालो, टूरला निघालो, ट्रिपला निघालो, तर कोणत्या मार्गाने जायला तुम्हाला आवडेल? म्हणजे देर आर 3, 4, 5 वेज. एअरवेज, रोडवेज, वॉटरवेज. तर तुम्हाला एखाद्या ट्रिपला सहलीला जाताना कोणत्या मोडचा और विच मीडिया और विच वे वी हॅव टू फॉलो फॉर द ट्रिप और टू द टूर. द जर्नी we going to travel by railway, by airway, by roadway, which way you like to travel? This is the first point in the icebreaker section. Choose the mode of travel. कुठल्या मार्गाने तुम्ही प्रवास कराल? सहलीला किंवा ट्रिपला गेल्यावर तुम्हाला कुठल्या मार्गाने सहलीला जायला आवडेल? That you would like आवडेल. The most for the journey. प्रवास करण्यासाठी कोणतं माध्यम तुम्हाला आवडेल? तर मग बघा आता तुम्ही आपलं कुठलंही द्या, एअरवेज, वॉटरवेज, रेल्वेज, रोडवेज. Here we are going to study about the road, that is journey of our life. Give the reasons for your preference. आता या चार पैकी तुम्ही एअरवे का निवडला, वॉटरवे का निवडला, रेल्वे का निवडली किंवा रोडवे हे का तुम्हाला प्रवास करताना आवडेल? तर 3 पॉइंट द्यायचे तिथं. मग पहिला पॉइंट कुठलाही तुम्ही निवडला असेल ते. I like to travel by roadways because किंवा I like to travel by airways because through from the sky we have got a chance to see the nature and natural beauty. Then I have interest about it. Then I like it, and it's my wish to travel by airways. These points तुम्ही असं उत्तर लिहू शकता. Point number next, discuss with your partner the preparation. Discuss with your partner the preparations you would like to make for the journey chosen. आता ट्रिपला जाताना, सहलीला जाताना कोणकोणती आपण प्रिपरेशन्स तयारी करतो सहलीला जाताना? डिस्कस विथ युअर पार्टनर म्हणून. ट्रिपला जाण्यापूर्वी आपण ट्रिपला जाण्यापूर्वी काय प्रिपरेशन जास्ती काय काय करू शकतो आपण त्याविषयी इथं पॉईंट 4 द्यायचे. मग ड्रेस प्रेस नंबर 1. देन डेली नीड्स such as brush, coconut oil, then a facing powder, what do you need? Then sleeping bags. 3 points झाले. Next money for purchasing. Then first day's food. These things we need prepare before the trip or take recorder. सहलीला जाण्यापूर्वी आपण कोणकोणत्या गोष्टीची पूर्वतयारी करतो तर ते पॉईंट द्यायचे 2 नंबर पॉईंटला इथं म्हणजेच ABCD मध्ये. थर्ड पॉईंट इन आइस ब्रेकर्स ऑन पेज नंबर 93, डिस्कस द वेज इन विच यू ओव्हरकम द प्रॉब्लेम, हिंडरन्सेस, डिफिकल्टीज यू फेस ड्युरिंग युअर जर्नी. डिस्कस द वेज इन विच यू वुड ओव्हरकम. प्रवासात तुम्हाला सहलीत ज्या ज्या समस्या येतील, ज्या अडचणी येतील, ज्या प्रॉब्लेम येतील, हाऊ डू यू ओव्हरकम ऑन इट, त्याच्यावर तुम्ही मात कशी कराल? समस्या प्रॉब्लेम तर येणारच असतात. ट्रॅफिक जॅम. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, समजा आपण ट्रिपला चाललोय, ट्रॅफिक जॅम झाले आणि पुढचा टाइम आपला ट्रॅफिक मध्येच तासभर गेला. हाऊ डू यू ओव्हरकम इट, ती मात कशी कराल? बाय ओमिटिंग दिस पॉइंट. ऑर सपोज त्यात एखाद्या पॉईंटला आपण पुढे जायचंय, तिथं 2 तासाचा आपला ते पॉईंट पाहण्यासाठी ठेवलेत आपण, पण इथं आपला त्यातला 1 तास प्रवासात ट्रॅफिक जाम मध्येच गेला, राहिला 1च तास. तर पुढचं जे बाकीचे असतात पॉईंट त्याचं 2 तासाच्या ऐवजी 1 तासात त्याच्यावर तिथला पॉईंट बघून पुढच्या पॉईंटला जायचं. ओव्हरकम बाय रिड्युसिंग द टाइम ऑर टाइम मॅनेजमेंट. अजून त्याच्यावरती तुम्ही एखाद्या सहलीत प्रॉब्लेम आला, एखाद्याला ओमिटिंग होते, काय प्रॉब्लेम आलाय तो प्रॉब्लेम, how do you overcome it? By taking the tablets, vomiting. अजून समजा नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, वन ऑफ आवर फ्रेंड बिकम इल, एखादा आपला मित्र आजारीच पडला, काय करणार? बाय टेकिंग द ॲडवाइस ऑफ एनी नियरेस्ट डॉक्टर अँड ट्रीटमेंट फॉर हिम. If any of our next problem, friend have no money, then we can give him money and let us start the next journey. अशा प्रॉब्लेमवर आपण ओव्हरकम या पद्धतीने करू शकतो. Life is full of problems. Basically, I have discussed it. But it is the duty of all human beings to overcome all the problems. Two, we must be darer, we must be courageous, we must be confident, we must be strong, healthy, bodily and mindly. Our thinking must be positive. And if we are positive, the problems become negative. Problems are there, but by overcoming with positive attitude, the problem can be solved. That is the suggestion. And if we have no any problem, then we can't get the idea of happiness and unhappiness. Huh? Happiness and unhappiness, problems and not problems, are two sides of one coin. If we have to travel, then there is also a slope. Huh? This slope is a solution. From each and every, after the problem there is the solution. We must remember it. Next point, that is fourth point. During every journey, प्रत्येक प्रवासाच्या दरम्यान काळात, we have to observe certain rules. आपला प्रवास करताना काही नियम, तुम्हाला शिक्षक सहलीला वगैरे जाताना काही आधीच नियम अटी सांगतात किंवा ते नियम अटी तुम्हालाही फॉलो करावेच लागतात. सर, observe certain rules. Discuss your ideas of journey without any restrictions. प्रवास जो आहे तुमचा तो विदाउट रिस्ट्रिक्शन, कुठलीही नियम बंधन तुम्हाला रिस्ट्रिक्शन एखादं बंधन वगैरे असं नाही, अशा कल्पना करा आणि बंधन विरहित, रिस्ट्रिक्शन विरहित जी तुमचा जर्नी आहे त्याच्यावर डिस्कस करा. इमॅजिनिंग यू कॅन बिगिन लाईक दिस. त्याची सुरुवात अशी करा, आय वुड गो अलोन ऑब्लिक विथ सिलेक्टेड फ्रेंड्स. तर तुम्हाला प्रवास करताना एकट्यानं करायला आवडेल का मित्रांबरोबर करायला आवडेल? आणि एक जर्नी विदाउट रिस्ट्रिक्शन, कुठलंही बंधन नाही, जॉय एन्जॉय सगळं असतं. तर अशा विषयाची इमॅजिनिंग करून एक 4 ओळी लिहायला सांगितल्यात, पहिले दिलेले आहेत. आता आपल्याला नेक्स्ट पार्ट जो बघायचा आहे तो बघण्यापूर्वी time is coming to an end. So we have discussed today the icebreakers, and for next period tomorrow we will discuss about its summary. Before summary, poet's background history, Walt Whitman's poetic background, then poetic devices and line by line meaning in the next period. Till for next period, we are going to study the next part of the poem. Today we are going to stop here. Thank you. Okay.